His compassions to us, they will never fade. And I say to myself, the Lord is my portion, great is His faithfulness to me. I will never lose waiting on the Lord. I'll wait, my soul will wait. I silently wait on the Lord. Oh, I'll wait, my soul will wait. Men are not cast off by the Lord forever. Though He brings grief, His compassion will follow. Great is the Lord's unfailing love. He never willingly afflicts His own. You've broken my teeth, I'm deprived of peace, and prosperity is far from it. I remember my affliction, the bitterness, pain, and it's so clean, I'm very down within me. And I call this to mind, and therefore I have hope. Because of the Lord's great love, here we are, we're not consumed. His compassions to us, they will never fade. And I say to myself, the Lord is my portion, great is His faithfulness to me. I will never lose waiting on the Lord. Because of the Lord, great love, here we are, we're not consumed. His compassions to us, they will never Keep on waiting on the Lord. He will never ever disappoint you.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
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 This next song, it's kind of mixed with kind of like a paradox, but it's not. In that sometimes whenever the Lord saves us out of situations and circumstances, I don't know if you're like me, that sometimes you have this longing, I would like to see this God someday. Not that you want to die, not necessarily that you want to die, but you really want to come to a place whereby you will see this God face to face. Have you ever had such a longing? Whenever it comes through for you in certain situations and circumstances, that you will love just to see His face and come to experience Him. Not that you doubt His existence, but you like to see Him someday. This one is called Nikuone Wewe. Amen. Yesu ndiwe mkuu, hakuna wa kufanana na wewe. Ukuu wako ni juu, yatawala na mamlaka yote. Yesu Kristo ni mwana wake Mungu. Jina Yesu liko juu ya majina yote. Roho yangu yaamini ni kweli, matendo na kazi zako ni wazi. Uaminifu wako kwangu wanifanya natamani, nina shauku nikuone wewe. Ni baraka kuamini bila kuona, uwepo kwako mimi sina shaka. Uaminifu wako kwangu wanifanya natamani, nina shauku nikuone wewe. Yesu ndiwe mkuu, hakuna wa kufanana na wewe. Ukuu wako ni juu, yatawala na mamlaka yote. Yesu Kristo ni mwana wake Mungu. Jina Yesu liko juu ya majina yote. Neno lako naamini ni kweli, matendo na kazi zako ni wazi. Uaminifu wako kwangu wanifanya natamani, nina shauku nikuone wewe. ni baraka kuamini bila kuona. Matendo na kazi zako ni wazi, minifu wanifanya natamani, nina shauku nikuone, ninatamani Bwana, natamani, nina shauku nikuone, ninatamani Bwana, nina shauku nikuone, ninatamani Bwana, nina shauku nikuone, ninatamani Bwana, nina shauku nikuone. You get this longing to see the Lord someday and bless His name and give Him glory as He comes through for you in every situation and circumstance. He's a faithful God. You can trust Him through whatever you are going through, and believe me, He will never ever let you down. That's how good our God is. Love Him and appreciate Him. Give Him glory all the times of your life and bless Him because He will never let you down. Hallelujah. Praise the name of the Lord. Praise the name of the Lord. Give Him glory always because He's a good God. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Praise the name of the Lord.
Amen.
The year 2015 was somehow a very tough year for me. One, I do this kind of work in church that I started out in church as a technician, because first of all I went to college and studied electronics. So Bishop took me up just to take care of the church equipment, and but at the same time I used to do a business on the side of selling this equipment, stuff like that. But you know, being in a big church and a lot of politics, so some people actually thought maybe I'm using my business maybe to enrich myself and sell things to the church. So I decided, you know what, I talked to the bishop, told him, no, I have to step down and let somebody else take that job. So I did that. But meanwhile, he didn't want me to leave church, so he just told me to hang on. So in 2015, that's when I joined the pastoral team in church. There was a church that had a problem, so we were sent to Mombasa to go and help it out. It had some wrangles at Deliverance Church in the Mombasa city. It had wrangles, so me and another pastor friend of mine, so we went out there just to help the church. And then, by the grace of God, it stood up, and people came back, and we saw the Lord use us. But it was a tough year for me, because in the midst of that decision of wanting to quit, I had a brother who on and off was with the Lord sometimes, mixing himself with the world. And we hadn't seen him for quite a while. And so when I went to Mombasa, my mom gave me a call that your brother is sick, he's in hospital. He was called that he's in hospital. And so I went to see him. And unfortunately, he had been, he was in remand. If you know, Mombasa Shimo La Tewa prison. So he was taken to hospital by the prison guys. So when I went to the hospital bed, I saw him, we talked. And since I knew his testimony and I knew that he knew the Lord, I talked to him and I told him, I remember my words, I told him, by the way, aren't you tired of this kind of life that you're living? He told me, yeah, I'm tired of it. I told him, why can't you just go back to God and tell him, I am tired and I want to straighten my life with you again. Because even in prison, we could hear testimonies of what he's doing that is. Sometimes he'll call me and I will hear the singing choruses, sometimes he's preaching to them. So I knew his stand. So when I talked to him on the hospital bed, he told me, I'll go back to God. I've gone back to God and I've stopped these things and I've straightened my life with God.